Hey, boils and ghouls. This is Raymond Torres. Uh, Welcome to Dead by Dawn podcast. I wanted to do a real quick, last minute post about a movie called that I just watched today called Slasher Killer Tapes. I will never watch this movie again. I'm not even going to give you a pause to make you think I liked it or not. This movie was horrible. Horrible. The movie isn't only an hour. One, the movie is only an hour long, and it's supposed to be a mockumentary of showing supposed real footage of a family or cult that is recruiting people. They kidnap them or brutally torture them until they either submit to the cult or get murdered. So they persist of only. It looks like at first, it seems like, I don't know. This There was a third guy in the movie somewhere, and then he died, and they had like a rule of if you kill somebody in the cult, you had to take their place. But they only really showed one person, the mother, who tortured and abused this poor special needed kid. And the other thing, the kid was special needs. He was not a normal kid. He was not nothing like that. He was a special needs kid. So, anyways, they torture and beat this kid, and throughout the movie, you don't really know what the hell's going on until like at least the last 50 minutes of it. And the reason why I say the last 50 minutes of it out of an hour long movie is that's how long the movie is. That's it. It says it's an hour, but it's not. It's only 50 minutes long. That's it. So it should have just been a short film. Now that I think about it, they just threw in a bunch of shit at the end of the credits just to make it an hour long. Why? Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so the movie is this kid getting. The movie is the kid getting basically tortured and abused to where he breaks and becomes a serial killer and goes on a killing spree. But they had so much random, weird footage that it didn't really make any sense. It didn't make it more of a movie than a mockery because, like, there's a scene where if you're footaging or filming somebody from afar and stalking them, you would see that it would pan back and you'd be able to see the whole entire film or the whole entire back scenery and everything and see them. Well, this one, it seems like somebody was just walking along. Okay, first of all, there's a part where the kid is walking on through a basketball court, and these kids are throwing basketballs and picking on him. But the way they filmed it is that they're so close to him, it looks like they're just basically walking with him, not far away, but they're literally walking with him over until he gets pretty much bullied by these kids. Uh, and then throughout the film, there's just random weird shit that makes no sense. And then once you actually start kind of, kind of understanding what the hell is going on with the movie, it fucking just goes black. It just ends. So you're thinking, oh, okay, now I'm starting to understand. Okay, what's going on, and okay, so now I'm kind of starting to understand, and all of a sudden it stops, goes black, shows the title Slasher Killer Tapes, and then it starts credits. The whole credits, all of it, for 5 minutes. So, and this is at the 50-minute mark. So from 50 minutes to 55 minutes, it's credits. Then, like I said before, now that I think about it, they kind of like slip in like these really short, like 50 seconds to a minute to 20 seconds of footage of just random other footage that I don't know if in the film that they put it in there to make it as it's going on in that universe, or that somebody recorded, because the shorts don't make no sense. Okay, so it goes to credits, ends at 50 minutes, goes to credits at 55 minutes and 43 seconds. It shows it shows two dudes sitting at the computer, and I guess they're looking up a dark web porn, and they watch like 2 seconds of it, and the homeboy on the left starts losing it, like gets possessed, I guess, and then turns out his friend and tells him basically that he's gonna rape him and kill him, which makes no sense, and then it just cuts off, and then it's completely something else. No, no, nothing. Just cuts off from there, and then goes to another like skit, I guess you would call it, where it's these two girls and these three teenagers. There's two girls and a boy, and the girls are asking the boy, "Who do you want to talk to?" And he says his father, and he wants to know if he killed himself. And then they move the palette a little bit, and they get an answer, and then you get like answer yes, and then all of a sudden, but while they're doing this behind the kid, they keep panning back and forth to the girls and to the kid and to the girls and to the boy, and each time they go back to the boy, there's like a demon like on the side of him, like trying to like whisper but scream at him in silence, I guess. I don't know. He doesn't even notice it. And when the girl says he answered, oh wait, no, he didn't say yes or no, I'm sorry, I lied. You don't get the answer if he answers them or not. All she says is, "We got an answer," and he said, "Oh, is that my father?" And then cuts, completely cuts. Then it's a short 2 second or whatever of some dude talking about murder, like like somebody like something like I was like slasher film, or like I don't know like how to explain it, but like kind of like there's nobody besides him, just a face, lightening him up, and he has like a speech, I guess, about basically not having no feelings about killing other people, and that it's okay and to indulge your pleasures or whatever the fuck, I don't know. Then cuts. Then it jumps to this dude just killed his girlfriend in their apartment, and then flashes to a news reel that there's a mutation or a flu-like symptom going around infecting people and turning them homicidal. Then they flash back to the guy, and he's got like boils all over his body, and he's trying to cut the boils off. But each time he's cutting the boils, it just gets worse and more infected and getting more and more surrounding his body. And then it shuts off. Then the last 5 minutes is a music video. The last 5 minutes is a music video. Literally a music video for 3 minutes. A full on music video. And then it just shuts off. Oh my god. I swear to God. I literally almost had a seizure watching this movie. The whole entire time I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is he doing that? Where are they at? Why are they filming it like this? Or okay, is this a mockumentary? But they never even really say it's a mockumentary. What they say in what the story is about is that there's the cops found this footage of this call on a compound, and that they were presenting it to the public, I guess, or whatever, whoever was watching it. But they never show the cops raiding the place. They never show the people getting arrested. Supposedly at the end of the film, they're all still unknown. You don't know where they're at. But in the film, he kills pretty much the whole entire cult besides him and this dude that they call Father. So there really isn't a cult. You can't really have a cult if there's only two people. That's just like that's just a pairing. It's not really a cult. You'd have to have at least to be a cult. You have to at least have five people at least start it to have somebody to, you know. But no, and then you never find out. You never show that they never show the cops. They never talk to him. They never show up and tell him how they got to his place, or how they found the tapes, or how they found out what their names were, because they don't ever talk throughout the whole movie. Pretty much, you just see this kid like being tortured and beaten, and like a lot of just him like dancing, just being weird and just dancing around and acting like he's disabled, but doing a really crappy job at it. So I do not recommend this movie at all. I'm sorry. I just no. No. It's it's that bad. It's really that bad. Really that fucking bad. Like I started watching it last night because I could not sleep and I was agitated, so I figured I'd pop in a movie, maybe watch a little bit and then go to sleep. No, I watched maybe 10 minutes of it and then I went to bed. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I do not recommend this movie. I give it negative 5 stars. Zero hacks. I will not, if I see this movie, I will not buy it. I will not put it in my collection. I will not rec it to my friends. I will not recommend it to my boils and ghouls. Uh, I have better taste than that. And I much rather have you guys watch something with quality or something just weird. Because sometimes it's kind of cool to just watch something fucking just weird and bonkers. But this was just made absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. And it's supposed to be on a hard drive, but the way they filmed it looked like a VHS tape, if that makes any sense, because it had like the cracks and shit that you usually have in old school 70s movies, just grindhouse movies, movies like that. You know, they had like the crackling or the missing film realm or something, but if it was off a hard drive, it wouldn't have all these cracks. But then also, why would it, if it was supposedly making it seem old, it didn't even seem old. It seemed like it was only made like 20 years ago. So it didn't seem like it would be that horrible or that old to where the film's crackling. I don't know. I basically felt like I had a seizure watching it because I could not wrap it around my head. There's so many unanswered questions. So many. Like almost the whole entire film, there's so many unanswered questions that you just don't know what the fuck is going on. You absolutely have no idea. The only thing is, the kills were good. They were really gory. Some of them seemed a little real, but not that great, but pretty good. But no, I do not recommend this film. So I just wanted to jump on here and let you guys know I felt like rating and raving because I have a Facebook account and I ranted and raved on there. And I had a cousin of mine saying, "Well, don't you have a channel to do that on?" I'm like, "Actually, you know what? You are right. You are fucking right." So I am going to. I jumped on here instead. So, hope you guys have a good night. Again, don't rent or watch, or if you want to, it's your cup of tea. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to rant or rave about movies that I either love or I hate, and I'd much rather let you guys know before ahead time, because if you bought it already and you've already watched it and hated it, I'm pretty sure you're ready to either pawn it or just throw it away or just get rid of it completely. Or maybe you actually really did love it, and you really, you know, probably would recommend it to your friends, I guess, but uh, I wouldn't. Um, so yeah, it was not that good. But I guess that's it. You guys have a good night. Uh, and see you in see you in your nightmares. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired. But see you boys and ghouls in your nightmares. Peace.